What's going on, guys? So this is my very first video. We are going to be changing inner and outer tire rods on my Evo 10. Right now at the moment we're going to take off the wheels. Let's see how this goes. It's our first video, so let's see how the editing comes out too. You know what I just realized? I think we have to do these one at a time, because if I try to steer one way, I can't steer the other way, I think. You know what? Let's just take it off and see what happens. You know how rusty these things are. Might need a stronger hammer. Not a professional, obviously. Like everyone quotes on YouTube, YouTube approved. So, YouTube mechanic here was explaining that clamp back there, if it focuses, is what needs to come off. So I'm trying to pry it open to release that boot and see if I can get my inner tire rod tool over the nut that goes on there to try and unscrew it. So yeah, we're gonna keep trying. Let's see how long this takes us. Use the boot. I got another one. A bit easier, huh? Look at that. Oh, that's a no-go. We're gonna have to go to the hardware store and get some other tools. Let's see what we come back with. We're now on our way to Harbor Freight. We're gonna try to see if we can find this tool. It's like a clamp tool. I gotta show you exactly what it is because I couldn't even describe it to the guy when I called AutoZone. Yeah, we're gonna head there, maybe stop by, get some coffee, and go over to Harbor Freight because they open up in like 10 minutes on my invisible watch. All right, guys, so we made it here to Harbor Freight. So we found the item that we need, actually. So this is the inner tire rod tool set, which is what I should have gotten. I don't think the people at AutoZone really knew what I was talking about. Anyways, these are the inner tire. So this is the actual tool that needs to go on the inside because it's nice and thin, and it's gonna crack it open with this tool. I'm gonna show you guys once I get back based off the last video that I saw, but this should get our tire rod out, and then we should pop the new ones in, and then we should be able to get in alignment at some point, maybe today or tomorrow. So to make a quick pit stop at Advanced Auto Parts. One more thing, I forgot. All right, so we got the full synthetic grease that we need for the boots, and then this is what I needed. So these are little clamps that go on the CV ends to make sure that that boot does not come off, because if you get water in there, it'll start to rust, corrode, something you don't want. So what do? You buy these good old clamps. Now you could use zip ties, they said, as a substitute for temporary hold, not for long-term hold, but these are actually the exact match. So that's why we got clamps also. I'm gonna show you what else we got at Harbor Freight. All right, after an hour and a half or so running back and forth, we have to find some couple extra things because we can't get that bolt out on the top part, so we need a hammer to bang it out. We got our good old grease that goes in the boots. This is NEC's lubricant, which is gonna go on the threads of the actual inner and outer tire rods. I'll show you in a second. But so they don't seize up and bind up like this one did, because that's the whole reason why I couldn't get in alignment. We got our clamps, our pliers for the clamps. These are the kind of clamps I had to get, one for each side, so we're gonna go ahead and use those. Our trusty torque gun, and yeah, and our kit right here for our inner tire rod set. So we're gonna go ahead and work on it, see if we can bang that out and get to work, because now we're running late. Oh, poop. Shit is hard, bro. Trying to get this thing out. We have it laying over there. We had to lay some heat to it with the torch right here. Got it hot enough, not where you're like it's blazing hot red, but, and then banged it out and it came right out. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Better said than done. Now we're gonna put that attachment tool. This is gonna clip right in with the forks like so, and then you lock it in. You should be able to just pop it out. So let's see how that goes. Out with the old and in with the new. But this should probably help the handling of the car a lot better because it's been a little sloppy with turning. So the joints at the ends should be semi-hard. Well, should be hard, except for the car, to be able to turn this. But looking at that one compared to the old one, moves without a problem. Also, with the outer tire rod, I don't think you should be able to do that with your finger. This one's actually pretty hard. This was freaking hard too. This was just as hard as the other one. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna put a little bit of anti-seize on threads. Let's pop this bad boy open. After battling so long with this thing, we finally got it in. Unfortunately, when you order from MA Performance, the nut does not come with it. I thought it did. I didn't see it anywhere on the website unless I missed it. But yeah, we went ahead and had to remove the old nut, which on the other side is gonna be a pain in the ass. So you're gonna have to, you probably might just see the before and after, just like that. But here, we got this all tightened up. That's tightened up. Zip tie. That's what's gonna work for now. I have to get the correct, I guess better clamps. I don't know. Those are kind of hard to fit in there. I gotta find a way to actually put them in. We're gonna have to do that and probably replace this nut because I don't like how it fits. So yeah, let's move on to the next side. What's up, guys? So we're back again. We were last working on the car, the tie rod. I was gonna work on the opposite end, which ended up turning out a lot better than the right side, the passenger side. This one was all one and done. I still have the nut here on the floor. I completed the job, unfortunately. I ended up getting the nuts and I had to just do it real quick because I had an event, important event to go to. But the same way you take it off is the same way you put it back in. These threads were just like done, bro, like rusted. You know, the last time I switched these on this vehicle, I think the inner tire rods are actually, since I've gotten it, since they had it brand new essentially. So I mean, they should last you almost a lifetime, but they were just bad. They were really beat up, and what we ended up doing is just getting brand new inner and outer tire rods from MA Performance. Their shipping wasn't the fastest, it sucked, but whatever, it got here as fast as it could. And then also the nuts. These nuts, they took a while. I went to the local Home Depot, Lowe's. I just could not find them anywhere. I guess it's an if I remember correctly, M14 by 1.5, so it's a metric threaded bolt, like nut. I mean, not a bolt, I keep saying bolt, it's a nut. And that's what adjusts, when you loosen this thing, it adjusts your tie rod. So you can loosen them or tighten them to adjust the toe in and out. But anyways, we got the car done. It went to get an alignment over at Firestone, and the car is running perfect, phenomenal. It's very dirty at the moment, so we're gonna go ahead and give it a wash. And then that should be the end of the video. That will conclude it. And I will do a drive in the vehicle down my block, and just so you guys can see how straight it drives. But other than that, super easy. Stay tuned, like, share. Let's move to the next part. By any means, do not judge me. This is how I wash my car. I do have a detailing company, but I do not wash customers' vehicles like this. This is just my comfort way of washing my vehicle. It's fast, it's quick, and I'm not worried about scratches. Other customers' vehicles you want to be careful for, so it's a different process, 2-bucket method and all that kind of stuff. But this is 1-bucket method plus foam cannon, whatever. Simple. You're cutting out some steps. All right, don't beat me for it. All right, and just like that, car is clean. This is how I normally clean my car. Of course, we didn't do the extra steps. I still have to push tire shine and the ceramic spray wax that I normally put on other vehicles. But this car is going to get paint corrected in the next video I will upload. So we're gonna see a whole, I'm gonna try to restore this car because this car is sitting outside for a very long time. I'm gonna go through a whole story of what happened to this vehicle. I've had this vehicle for 7 years, but I'm gonna go into depth as to what the story is behind it and why I never started the channel and try to do things to it. And I think it's finally the time I'm gonna start doing stuff to the vehicle. So stay tuned. We are going to go for a quick drive that way. All right, so now going for the drive. Now I didn't do anything on the interior because it is a little dirty. It's gonna take a lot more time. I just cooked dinner, so I gotta go ahead and finish this up. My wife is gonna be home soon and it needs to be all done to it, so I'm gonna try my best to hold the camera. This is dangerous, doing one hand. It's kind of hard to shift with one hand. It drives super nice. I can't wait to go over the video of what was done to the vehicle and how much power it makes. Super fun to drive. There's a lot more to the car that we're gonna have to do. Obviously with the paint correction, there's a decontamination stage. So we gotta clay bar it, iron remover, get rid of all the tar, sap, and then go ahead and do the polishing, the buffing. This video was supposed to be really a tire rod removal or replacement, better said, but it got a little complicated where we had to wait for parts and everything, and it made it very, very difficult. So at least you saw the removal, and the reinstall would be the opposite of what I did to remove it. So if you have any questions, message me. This is the first time I ever did it, so I'm starting to learn on cars more and more every day as I go. But let's try to grow this channel. Yeah.